What's up, pilots? Today we have an airplane I know a lot of you are going to be very happy to see. We have the Avanti S V2. This is coming with the same power system now that comes in the new Cougar, which is awesome. So I cannot wait to see you guys start flying this airplane. I know everybody is going to love it. But without further ado, what we need to do right now is get this thing out of the box, get it laid out on the table, and we can start putting this thing together and getting ready to go fly it. All right, now let's get into the specifications for the new Avanti. The motor in this new model is the 3658-2150 kV inrunner motor, just like what's coming in the Cougar now. It has a 12-bladed fan that's really going to give this a great sound. It also has the new 100 amp ESC with thrust reversing. The model comes with 8 9-gram digital metal gear servos. The model has an overall weight of 1,920 grams without the battery installed. The model also comes with aluminum retractable landing gear that are suspension. This is a great airplane for those grass field guys. All right, so before we get started, let's go over the parts that you're going to have here. You have one baggie that's going to have your countersunk screws that are going to be used to put your elevator and your rudder together. And then you have the ones that have kind of a fatter head, like a washer, that are going to be used to put your wings on. You also get 2 extra ball link clevises just in case you were to break one, and 1 snap connect that goes into the servos just in case you ever break one of those. It also comes with a tube of glue and the rubber mount to mount your battery from where it won't slide up in the mount in the bay. So let's get this assembly started by getting our horizontal and vertical stabilizer installed on the airplane. What you'll need to do is take a come get 'em wire that comes in all of our Freewing kits on these larger jets, and we're going to pass that from the rear section of the model to the front section, leaving the loop at the back. Then we're going to grab our elevator half, unroll our wires, and install them into the come get 'em wire and pull them to the front of the model. Once you have them up to the front of the model, it is time to slide the tail in. Remember, do not force this. If you have to, just kind of manipulate it until it slides in and keys in as it should. You should not have to force this. Then take one of your 4 countersunk 2mm hex screws and put all 4 of those into the elevator. From that point, once you have the elevator installed, it's time to get our rudder installed, or our vertical stabilizer. Same as before, we're going to pass our come get 'em wire from the back of the airplane to the front. We're going to key our servo wire into the come get 'em wire and pull them through the fuselage. Once you have that complete, it's time to take the remaining 4 2mm countersunk screws, and you're going to use 2 in the front of the rudder and 2 in the back section of the rudder to get this secured to the model. All right, now that we have our wires up to the front of the model, what you're going to notice is you really don't want to just throw them over the top of that wood plank that's in there. You can, but it's going to be such a better installation if we put them underneath. So go on and pop those 4 Phillips screws out that hold your battery tray in. While you do that, you can take your wires and run them down the trough now up to the multifunction control board. Once you get it up there, you're going to go from the outside in, both elevators, and then the rudder as the last slot. It is labeled there on the board, so you can make sure you get yours in the correct place. Now, I took the two little tie wraps that came on the elevator and the rudder, and I went on ahead and did a little bit of cable management by putting those on the wires on the inside of this section here. Remember, a clean airplane makes it to where it's so much easier to take those batteries in and out. Once you've got that done, you need to put your tray back in and then your 4 screws. After that, it comes with this little piece of shelf liner. What I like to do is take that provided white tube glue, kind of smear it around in there in the same area where that's going to set, then push it down on it, and I like to take one of my 4000s or 5000s, whatever size 6S battery we're going to be using in the model, and I like to kind of press it down using that battery. That really gets it to flatten out in the glue and set there really well. If you try and do it with your fingers, sometimes it lifts and it just doesn't work as good as doing it with the battery. So now it's time to install your wings. To do this, let's flip the model over. If you don't already have a stand, we highly recommend you pick up one of these Ernst Ultra stands. You can get them right here at Motion RC. But flip your model over and slide your carbon spar into the front hole, and then the 2 back carbon spars are built into the wing. As you get it up close, you're going to take the multi-function control lead, plug that into the wing, so you have one connector on each side. After you do that, you're going to tuck your wires in as you slide your wing onto the model, being careful not to pinch these wires as you finally get them in. Then we're going to take our 2mm Allen key screw heads, and we're going to put all 4 of those into the wings after you have them slid on. That gets your wings installed on the airplane. Alright, so at this point it's time to add your favorite 7-channel or higher receiver. The reason you need 7 channels is to take advantage of thrust reversing. Now, if you don't mind not having the thrust reversing, just like the old version never had it, all you need is a 6-channel receiver to make it work. You just wouldn't plug that thrust reversing in, and it still works just fine without it. Make sure you lay out your receiver wires. If you're using anything that has antennas, make sure you do them in a 90-degree parallel to each other. That way it gets the best signal coverage possible. And I'm sure we can cut you in a shot here of how we have ours installed right now in the model. And at that point, go off of your book. It's going to show you all the call outs for high and low rates on your ailerons, your elevator, and your rudder. And the airplane is all done. Like you can see, the new Avanti V2 is a superb flying airplane. The first generation of this model has been around for years and is still very beloved in the RC community. I know most places I talk to people online, they say this is the definitive best first 6S EDF jet. And you don't have to take my word for it. Go anywhere on the internet and ask them, and they will tell you this is the definitive sport jet in the RC community. It's great to see it with this new paint job. I love the way it looks. You still have all the lights. The landing gear are suspension, aluminum. It can handle grass, no issue. And with that new power system, it is going to be crazy, crazy performance out of this. So, if you liked today's video, make sure you subscribe to Motion RC. If you don't just believe me, go talk to our customers. They're on the Motion RC Facebook customer community. You can ask questions, talk freely amongst yourselves about anything to do with your Motion RC product. And as always, you can also check out Hobby Squawk Forum to see the latest on there of questions and answers. All right, guys, we're going to see you in the next video. And remember, whether it's land, sea, or air, MotionRC.com has everything you want. See you in the next one, guys.